All right, Coach. First opened in 1999. There's a good look at First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. The folks here in Cleveland, even though all the down years, have never stopped supporting their hometown guys, and we got evidence of that a moment ago as the Browns made their entrance. They are ready to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he'll be brought down here as the penalty flags come in right away, and we may have a face mask here right at the start. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Back to throw here. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner, Darius Slay. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Good. 180. Let's go, let's go. Switch. Deuce. Back. Run. Cut.
Now Saquon Barkley. And an alley to run. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Brandon, after last week, we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Alert. Point it right.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch the twist. Check. King.
Mayfield to throw it. Flush to his right. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the 1st.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
Set. 120. Hey, pick your game up.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Hey, alert 3. Real.
Mayfield out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here.
Check 50. Pistol. Show it up. He's checking. Regular.
Here's Barkley. Call it a gain of 5, but still a decent ways from the end zone now on 4th and goal. So a decision to be made. Is this something, opening drive maybe they discussed before the game?
They had to, and that's the responsible way of getting ready for a game. You go through situations with your staff, you go through scenarios, and you read your team. If we're in this spot and we're moving the ball well, is this a time to go for it, or is it a time to be a little bit cautious? I think in this case, he feels good about his team. He should go for it.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Check 24. Check.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming after you.
2nd and 3. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Flushed out right. And a pressure gets to him again.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
And tatter, so sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Check nine, check nine.
On the run, it's Barkley. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. That's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a rookie running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000 total yards.
Come on, D. Shift. Hey, alert 33.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
55, Mike, 55. Check. Check 13. Check 13. Regular. 55.
Throwing, Mayfield. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Pretty shifty footwork, but didn't buy him much.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Mayfield now. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Let's go. Henry. Check 53. Mike. Watch the run. Get the set. Good. Got it. That's the us.
They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
Here we go. Touchdown. Come on. I'm here all day. 58, boy. 58, Mike. If you don't get this, boy, you think you won't get this?
2nd and 9 now. And he whips that one incomplete there. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. first down marker at the 31. It's third down. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now fourth down.
Not only did they drop what looked like an interception in the end zone, they blew a golden opportunity to shift the momentum.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
Right here, right here. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And he's got the hook up to Landry. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check the backer, check the backer. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Protein spill.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Check me out, check me out. You go tight. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. Check 4, check. Real. Wide, get wide.
On third down, Barkley. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. Give him 6 yards in the first down.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, let's bring it. Real. Let's bring it. Slam.
Here's Mayfield. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Stay with your man. 25, check 25, check 25. Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 99, check 99.
Now it's Barkley. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Kyle Van Noy, the Pats' leading tackler in their Super Bowl run, in on the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
To throw, Mayfield. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Regular. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, exit. No. Check that. We want Mike 52.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. It's a great throw right there, and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Check 43.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Hey, alert 33.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Sponge. No. Point it right. Watch the twist.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Saquon Barkley. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, Everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Credit that breakup to Greedy Williams. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Under 10, under 10, 10. Truck.
2nd and 10. And that is incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Buchanan with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. Here's Matt Hawk now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Bird on the return. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. An update from Buffalo. The Broncos have opened up a 2-touchdown lead. We'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
180. Point it right.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
On the double. Mike 55, Mike 55. Here we go. Smooth.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Now bottled that fumble. It's out. It's loose. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop them on 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense helped the offense. Now it's their turn to take it downfield.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off?
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Greedy Williams, the rookie from LSU. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Sets up a first down and goal at the 2-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Check the hot read. Rush in, rush in, rush in. No. Off. Check. Alert.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0.
Dolphins nothing. Austin Seibert to kick off for Cleveland.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
53, Mike. Not today, you are.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Intended for Jakeem Grant. Incomplete. It's 2nd down and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A running play on 1st down will get 4 up to the 29. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch the flag. Watch it. Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike.
Hey, alert 33. What's that?
They'll run with Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
I'm going to run you over.
Pistol. Hey, Alpha.
Mike 52. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight.
Hey.
52. Mike 52. Here we go.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. He finds Beckham complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Set. 20.
Watching you die. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Bang, 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 bang. Check 3. He's coming. We got double up.
Real.
Out.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Set. 180.
Right there in the middle. 55. I'm coming.
Come, snaps it.
I'm coming.
Go.
55. Blue Dan. Mike 55. Pick it up.
What's that?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield is going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Check 31.
Now Mayfield. He's going to look deep now for Landry. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. That's a heck of a way to convert on 3rd and long, and he showed a lot of trust in his receiver.
And that trust was justified because he went up and got the football and converted on a down. You shouldn't. 3rd and long like that, that's supposed to be an incompletion at the least.
And what can they do here on 2nd and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal.
Alert 3.
Recon, 152 fighter. Hey, alert. Done.
Mayfield looks to throw. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
So 2nd and goal, and standing by himself in the backfield, Barkley.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house. Kill. Check. Crunch. Pick the edge.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 26-yard line.
Let's go now. Now the wolf. Switch.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard and tack on some more points for the Steelers, extending their lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
General West.
Kill. Switch. Watch out. Big edge. Check 26.
5.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Set. 180.
Check 55, Mike.
Watch the slant.
Check safety.
Watch the safety creep. Up.
Check. Save. Watch it.
Run.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw. It's complete to Grant. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Miami.
Ready? Let's go. Ready. And we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 58 weapon. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. 36.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught by Davis. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Browns drive about to get started. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Good. 180. Watch 85. Get your swarm on.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
He's coming. Double up, double up.
On first down, Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. He's at the 30, 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for two.
Switch. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check. Hey, alert three. Okay. Spell.
This certainly feels like they were wanting to go for two, but weren't really sure they should go for two. Do we, don't we? And guess what ends up happening?
5-yard penalty.
That's right. Now you probably line up and kick the extra point.
So now on comes the Dolphins offense as they'll try and go for two here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Now, they had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that two-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for two and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're right back out there after watching the fumble go the other way. Still in control of this game, but that needs to serve as a wake-up call because they're not in the clear yet.
No, the message should be clear that fortunes can change pretty quickly when you turn the ball over. You've got to take care of it, otherwise that lead could slip away quickly.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Leo. He's checking.
Get ready.
They'll go to Barkley again. 9 good yards there on the run, and now 3rd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Perfect. 180.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run on 1st down. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It's the former Dolphin All-Pro Olivier Vernon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to go down again. Olivier Vernon has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Barkley. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
13 yards on the play. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say game balls for every starter and every key player who participated in this game.
Now, see, I only like one game ball. You're handing out multiple, although I set you up by saying game balls, plural,
yeah,
but
I like where we're going with this, though. You say one to represent, like the best player of all that, and I say multiples so that you keep everyone motivated and involved.
You're a man of the people.
I'm a man of the people. I thought I was the only child.
You get a game ball, and you get a game ball. Game balls for everybody. So for the Browns, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.